Dan Hooker withdraws from UFC 313 co-main event against Justin Gaethje. Fight cancellations are an unfortunate part of MMA, but some disappoint fans more than others. This is one of those instances. Certain matchups promise fireworks from the moment they are announced, and Dan Hooker vs. Justin Gaethje was exactly that. Scheduled as the 5-round co-main event for UFC 313 on March 8, the fight was set to deliver a guaranteed slugfest. Despite their reputations as two of the most electrifying lightweights in the sport, they had never crossed paths, until Hooker's recent resurgence made it a reality. Gaethje, coming off a devastating defeat to Max Holloway, was looking to return in typical explosive fashion, making this bout one of the most anticipated clashes of the year. However, fight fans will now have to wait for this matchup to materialize at a later date. Hooker's injury forces UFC 313 withdrawal. The unfortunate news was first reported by MMA journalist Benny P. on X, formerly Twitter, confirming Hooker's injury and subsequent withdrawal from the event. The UFC has yet to announce a replacement for Gaethje, leaving uncertainty surrounding his status on the card. Prior to the official confirmation, Hooker's daughter, Zoe, hinted at the situation in a vlog, saying, "We did have a little break, we have been busy. Dad had a fight, or was supposed to have a fight, but I've busted my paw." With less than 2 weeks until UFC 313, the promotion faces a time crunch in securing a new opponent for Gaethje, assuming he remains on the card. What this means for UFC 313. Despite Hooker's withdrawal, UFC 313 still boasts a marquee main event, featuring Alex Pereira defending his light heavyweight title against Magomed Ankalaev at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. However, if Gaethje is unable to compete, the event could lose a significant portion of its appeal outside of the headliner. A fight between Hooker and Gaethje had all the makings of a fight of the year contender. Losing such a spectacle is undoubtedly a blow to the event's overall excitement. Hooker knew this fight would be a war. Hooker has never been one to shy away from adversity, and his mindset leading into UFC 313 reflected the war he was prepared to endure. Speaking to ESPN Australia before his injury, Hooker acknowledged the toll this fight would take. "I know full well, 100%, that no matter whether his arm gets raised, my arm gets raised, I'm going straight on a stretcher." With Gaethje's reputation for relentless pressure and brutal exchanges, the bout was expected to be an all-out war. Now, all eyes are on the UFC to see if a new opponent will step in on short notice or if the fight will be rescheduled for a later date.